Hey guys, it's Tara time. And you know what? There's so many things in Rec Room that people love that I personally think are overrated. This is just my opinion, so consider smashing the like button on the video, even if you disagree. And be sure to use code Tara in Rec Room if you're even mildly entertained by some of the things I'm about to say. Number 1, Coach. Coach is kind of overrated, and the reason I say that is she's been kind of a one-trick pony for years. All she does is repeat the same voice lines. The same level 99 account exists, but nothing ever emerges from that. You never actually see Coach. She's harder to find in the wild than an actual Rec Room YouTuber. Also, she's not even that funny. The voice lines like,
"Press the start button on the scoreboard to play,"
could be randomized. Imagine you're in the Golden Trophy lobby and you hear, "Feel free to practice before your friends arrive." Not that it will matter because it's going to be a mute level 2 joining in a moment. Coach could be way more savage. I'd be here for it. Number 2, being level 50. Having that level 50 badge might be a flex to some people, but to me, being level 10 is better. And I'll tell you why. If you're level 50, you've probably been playing for a year or more. And when you're an older player, you don't experience the same magic as when you're new to Rec Room. When you're new, everything is being thrown at you. Quests you don't know how to play, gift boxes you barely know how to open, and you're friending people and getting cheers for the first time. It's all so addicting. But when you're level 50, you've probably had friends that no longer log in. You have nothing more to grind for. For this reason and more, I think being level 50 is simply overrated. Number 3, dorm rooms. Dorm rooms are a great place to hang out if you have like a max of 3 friends, but the limit in the room is very restrictive. You can't gather a big group in there. If you don't have money for dorm skins and you're scared of the maker pen, it probably looks more like a prison cell than a warm place to vibe. And if you try to add too much to it, it's just lag city for anyone that shows up. Hanging out in a dorm that's causing the game to run at 2 frames per second isn't exactly a memorable time. No one to use this potion with, sadly. Number 5, the rec center. Everybody says their favorite place to hang out is the rec center, and it's something I've never understood. I have tried so many times to like the rec center, but I've never been able to get there. It rarely changes it in a meaningful way besides the odd cool pop-up shop. The rude people congregate by the mirror. This used to be mirror couples, but I'm convinced now it's been replaced by mean cliques. And the people who are new hang out and try to play basketball. That's it. And it's a giant space that only holds like 12 people, so there's never really that much going on. I've just never understood the hype. Can we appreciate that the rec center banner is still saying, "Give it your Rec Room best," even though they let Marisa go? I can't some days. Number 6, paintball. Paintball is overrated, and that's a hill I'm willing to die on. Sure, it was fun when I first started, and one of the activities that got me hooked on Rec Room, but it quickly grows tiring as you level up and you start getting match made with all the tryhards. You can barely take 4 steps before a sniper takes you out, and then, when you respawn, a grenade blows you up that you had 0 chance to avoid. No one scores any points and capture the flag because it's just a repeated bloodbath. And at the end, some tryhard just whips out their camera and takes a picture of the scoreboard with all their kills. I mean, woo, so much fun, am I right? Number 7, being an OG player. Being a 2016 or 2018 Rec Room player is probably the ultimate bragging rights. Almost no one in the community still plays that has been around for so many years, but it's overhyped because you'll remember a time before screen mode players, you'll remember a tight-knit community, and you'll have suffered through many waves of Rec Room evolving and changing. Guarantee if you're an OG player, you're probably just bitter and probably wish you started Rec Room more recently so you didn't have such a biased opinion on where the game is now. Tell us how you really feel, Tara. Number 8, Crescendo. Crescendo is probably the most overrated quest, and I know why. Because only some players could play it for many years, so naturally, FOMO. But since Crescendo came to the quest, you don't hear anyone talking about it. Why? Because it's all hype. It's a long quest. Sure, there's checkpoints, but we're still looking at a minimum of about 45 minutes to an hour if the team isn't well seasoned at it. The music will give you a headache, and the whip will make your arm hurt. It makes Jumbotron's friendly fire issues seem a lot more tolerable when you're finally through the arduous journey that is this quest. Number 9, the maker pen. The maker pen is a great tool if you know what you're doing, but if you don't, this thing just seems overrated. To me, it's the latter. Number 10, owning popular rooms. Everybody wants to have their room on the hot tab, and sure, it's great. But imagine the updates people will demand. The amount of negative room feedback you get, especially if people feel like you don't deserve to be there. And then there's the moderation nightmare. All of it just sounds like a lot of work for a few tokens. Be sure to drop a comment below with what you think is the most overrated thing about Rec Room. I put another video on screen for you to enjoy, so I'll see you over there. Tarapeutic out.